That's Nami, which is short for like
So
wave in
cute.
Japanese, which means
So what
tsunami.
is it?
She's very cute.
Tsunami?
Yeah. It means wave.
Nami.
Nami, which means wave in Japanese.
Oh, that's interesting.
So she's like a 6 pound tsunami in the house.
I remember you have another
So,
another one, right? Two
yeah, I have another dog. I
dog
have a mini
black.
pincher, and she's
Oh,
getting old. Yeah, Yuki,
Yuki.
Yuki.
I
Yeah, she's
see.
getting older.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she sleeps a lot. So I think, in couples, number one, each individual is going to have their challenge, and their challenges in that relationship, their needs in that relationship, their alignment in that. So one, work with both of them
Mhm.
individually, and two, as they've done that work individually, bring the couple back together, and then re-engage that relationship based on
Mhm.
all that work. And the funny is that what happens is then when when we let go of these things that no longer
Mhm.
serve us, all of a sudden our perspective, our perceptions are very different, our conclusions are very different, and as well, our synchronicities are
Yes.
very different. Then all of a sudden, that likewise happens as a couple. When a couple can be really aligned together in their values, in their ideas, in their communication, in their complementary communication, how they can
Mm.
harmonize together can be even more powerful. Okay, so yes, I can work with that. In general, the focus of a lot of my coaching is really helping people make what we're talking about at the beginning. We help
Mhm.
people making shifts of identity at very challenging points in
Yes.
their life. And it is something, usually I end up being the person that helps people when a lot of other things haven't
Yeah,
worked
because we have different.
or they've
Yeah,
worked.
we have different layer of, I guess, problem or trauma. In a way, like, the one I keep bringing out is my more coming from what I experienced, business, friendship, relationship, different layers, personal experience, different level of trauma issue experience. And so now I want to kind of take us a little bit to another dimension, if you don't mind. So last time when I do the session with you, I reviewed that so many times. And then in the session, you mentioned that you made me went into a trance state, and I can see that, by seeing the video, because I talk differently. It looks like I become a different person, in a way. I know it might sound a little bit, you know, crazy or ooh, but it's actually science back that up, right? It's more like a different brain wave, brain conscious, right? Like when you're in a trance, you're in a different brain wave, right? You want to kind of talk about that a little bit?
Sure. Well, okay, if we just talk about brainwaves, so
Trance.
trance would be associated more with the theta
Mm-hmm.
waves.
Data. Yes.
Okay. So all the time we have conscious expression and
Yes.
unconscious. Okay. And, to kind of back it up, the original, one of the fathers of psychology,
Mm.
Carl Jung stated, is to make the unconscious
Mm.
conscious.
Yes.
When we bring the unconscious to the
Right.
surface, we actually get to a deeper meaning. Like sometimes just hypothetical example. Oh, I want to make 100K in my
Mm-hmm.
business. Just
Mm-hmm.
example. And I'm not making it. That's my problem. But there's a deeper problem. That's just what
Mm-hmm.
presents
Right.
consciously. Unconsciously, there might be a whole bunch of stuff underneath that
Okay.
that's keeping that from occurring. So, in a way, what happens is it's kind of like we are talking about earlier. Unconsciously, we're a little bit locked into patterns of behavior, perception, and emotions,
Mm.
and so forth.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. When we get into the place of trance, and like when we did that little session together, what it really does is it frees these connections up
Mm.
and gives you choice. It brings choice back into
Okay.
your life. And what the unconscious mind does wonderfully, and the unconscious mind's incredibly powerful. It can figure out unconsciously, if you open that up and then free yourself from existing conclusions, existing behaviors, so on and so forth. Then when you go up back into your life, your unconscious mind can actually rewire itself. And it's like this GPS is rewiring off of different conclusions and better ideas that work for you now. So it restores choice in your life. So when you're in a state of trance or theta or whatever you want to call it, it's opening these things up. And there's a good reason why it doesn't open those things up, because that's a place of high vulnerability. So it has to be in the place of a safe place, in a safe environment, done with somebody who's informed, and as well in a place where also this is genuinely what you desire.
Yes.
So the unconscious expression can be really beautiful, because the unconscious mind thinks abstractly. It thinks of in analogies, pictures, sound, almost like dreams. The unconscious mind doesn't distinguish between irreality and reality. Okay. When you free up these old connections, and you can make new ones, what happens is your mind now processes, as you go back into your regular life, your mind goes back and processes and makes new conclusions and new ideas. And so literally, it's kind of as if you went into your closet and you have a brand new wardrobe. All new clothing. And every day you're just kind of trying on new wardrobe combinations. Well, I like this, I don't like that. And that's really what the unconscious mind does. It kind of figures out what's going to work for you. And it's very natural and holistic. And you can even say in ways that you're connecting with your higher self or higher power. There's definitely an aspect. Okay, because the same way, it's like we have intuition, right? All of us have some aspect of intuition. It's not just woo-woo. In a way, intuition is the translator between your unconscious and conscious mind. It needs a translator because they think in things. Our conscious mind is very direct, it's very deliberate, it's very concrete, it's very down to earth. Okay, unconscious mind is abstract, so it needs a translator. Well, the same thing happens with a sense of higher self. It will express itself in ways that are abstract. It needs intuition to translate it into things we bring into this regular world we exist in.
Yes. I remember on the show, I'm not sure if that's that same one or another one, but I remember I said, I feel there's an invisible force that, pushing me into certain ways.
Yeah.
And then I also mentioned that certain things I don't know, so I don't know, but I'm open to receive. And these two, like you mentioned, it kind of, if we put it in a neuroscience way, it must have rewired my brain into what I said there. You know what I mean? So it kind of changed slowly. Made me see the things different. And if you want to put it in a spiritual, it's like starting a spiritual awakening, and I start experience and seeing synchronicities. You mentioned that as well.